But if it's not gonna hold up to this, not gonna hold to what we got in store for it later. Alright guys, got the new heads on, got everything torqued down like it's supposed to be. We had an issue with the water pump not lining up, but I fixed that. And then we're gonna fire this down for the first time, see if it throws a bunch of coolant out. And if that's the case, we're gonna have to order a new motor. We're kind of screwed, which means we have a cracked block, or that's about the only other thing it can be. So we'll get it fired up. Um, right now the Mega Squirt's running at 15 degrees, I believe. We'll double check for base. So I pulled the spout. We'll check timing once it fires up. Once timing's checked, we'll lock that down, put the spout back in, let it heat up, see if everything comes on, everything runs fine. If everything is good to go, all the water burps okay, we'll lower the car back down. Little tip, if you guys are running coolant through the car, jack it up to the front end. It'll help get the air bubbles out. So, there you go. But this thing's going to fire up for the first time after the heads are installed. New rockers are put on. A bunch of different things are done. So, yeah. We'll double check with the computer real quick and make sure that timing's good for base. We'll fire it up. Come out here to the timing light. We'll check. Alright, looks like just some oil burning off there. You know what? Trays idle up a little bit. You can drop it back down. Oil pressure's fine. We had 60 psi oil pressure, so it's good. Something about it doesn't like you pulling the spout. Either timing jumps too low, and the second you pull the spout, it jumps back to where it would be initial timing, which is 15 degrees. But if the distributor's already too retarded on it, because I think I took all that apart, put all that together, kind of in the same place, but I rotated the crank, so right now it should be a little bit more than 0 degrees, but I don't know exactly where it's at. Or the Mega Squirt and MS3 Pro doesn't like it when you unplug it from the spout, so I figured it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lock timing through the laptop. If I lock timing there, come back here, it should be 15 degrees. If not, we'll make it 15 degrees, lock everything down, and we'll be able to. So there's a couple videos out there on Mega Squirt and MS3 and all that. If you guys want, I can run through a couple things. If you have any questions at all, just ask. Just like every other YouTuber says, put it in the comments. No, ask any questions. You can either ask me on YouTube if you don't want to make a comment. Facebook, you can message me. I get 8 million messages of cartoon pictures on my car and local girls in my area saying hi, but I'm not trying to get scammed. So, if you have something to message me, you can message me through Facebook. I'll answer it. If you want to put it in the comments, put it in the comments. I don't think it helps. My channel is pretty small, so it doesn't really matter how many comments I get, I don't think. But either way, we'll do that. We'll fire this thing back up. So far, so good. Doesn't look like I'm leaking. All right. Around for a second, everything looks normal. We'll get into it a little bit. I can't get the laptop to hook up, so everything tune-wise should be fine. I checked timing, that was okay, but I don't get a warm and fuzzies from not being able to watch the laptop. Everything feels great. Temperatures are actually staying a little colder than they should be from the gauge. Like I said, I did change the water pump out for a mechanical one. So the electrical is going out. It's possible. That's why the temperature is a little bit colder now. I also have the thermostat bypass in. Maybe that's doing something with it too. Jump out and make sure we're not spilling fluid or something. You gotta be careful throwing shit in that little spot, forgetting about it. Luckily that little half-inch wrench stayed in there. Do a little second gear. let's clean up this mess we made. I ran over my dollar store bucket. Must have melted it. So, oh well. All that coolant is because I filled the radiator up to the very top and then fired it up. And with the expansion of the coolant and the air bubbles pushing themselves out because it was filled to the top, it was throwing coolant out. But it's not leaking anywhere now. We're good. So it's definitely not throwing it out like it was. But let's get this area cleaned up a little bit, and we'll back her in here and talk about her plans. And then if it's not raining tomorrow, we'll go rip this thing a little bit more, get a little sideways. Request for a burnout. It's probably a little early in the game to be doing it, and how we just got it back together. But if it's not going to hold up to this, not going to hold to what we got in store for it later. So let's do it. I don't know how the sound's going to be. I think I smell fuel. Give me 1 second. Let's walk out of the garage for a second. Hold on, let's see if you can hear that first. Before the video, I guess. Maybe it'll blow up. The fuel tank has so much pressure. I've never seen it. Fuel tank has so much pressure, I tried to take the cap off, and it shot off like it was a coolant tank. So, it's still holding a lot of pressure out. I want them fumes to ignite. So, you gotta be careful with the fumes, boys. They'll get you. So, plans for the car. Let's go with that splitter. That lip looked good. So, here. I ordered this from a company like 2 months ago. It never came in. I finally got a hold of Scott Rod stuff. It came in like a week. So, turns out that also that company that was selling them on eBay, I guess, was buying them from Scott, reselling them for more money. I actually overpaid for the thing I didn't get, so, but we're gonna throw that on. From Fiddle Fart Fabrication, we ordered a set of radiator hold downs. So they're billet aluminum. I can't remember if I ordered black. I don't think I did. I think I ordered them in their billet. So we got billet aluminum. What we'll do is we'll find a point here. We'll tape it, scuff it. We'll paint this side of it black. Match it up with this here. We'll throw this on. Same time we get those. Not going to do this now because I had to take it off anyway to put these on. So we'll do is this goes down first. We'll have to put the hold downs on top. And then after that, we're going to show you how to run the wastegate line from the boost side over to the wastegate. Once we run that line over to the wastegate, we're going to run it to the bottom side of the wastegate to actually open it up earlier. Every year I get this thing, I end up tearing it apart during the spring and regretting it all season long. So this year I'm just going to cruise with it. We are going to have fun. We are going to boost it. We aren't going to baby it around, but we're not going to have 25 PSI of boost running to it. I mean, we'll keep it down low. For this motor, 550, 560. I'm not gonna boost the crap out of it right now. Like I said, I have good heads on it. Decent intake setup on it. So if it was all stock, boost numbers would be pretty high. Boost numbers are gonna be down, but horsepower will be up. So we'll get that going. But exhaust. This is what I got here. All right, I'm all about reusing. There's no point in buying new stuff. I already got stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, right now, this downpipe, it runs straight down the back, and then it comes out. Where you at? There you are. It dumps right there. There we go. It comes out, dumps right there. So we can check the I can check, see if there's some pictures online of how it looks jacked up in the air. I'll steal those pictures, show you guys. But this is what we're going to do. We have a V-band clamp. It's going to go here. So we'll cut this. We'll V-band weld it. We'll come back here. We'll cut these flanges off. And we'll 3-inch it. I am going to run... There we go. Hold tight. Alright. I am going to run... I have 2 of the same one. I have a bunch of mufflers, honestly. I have more mufflers than I should have. Hang out. Okay. So I am going to run these. These are Super 10s or Chinese knockoffs. So we'll come down with the downpipe, run to that V-band. We'll cut those off. We'll run this straight out. I'm going to dump in front of the tire on this side. We'll take this one, we'll 45 over and dump out the side on that side. It's my next big project. We're going to cruise the car before we're done this, but this is in the plans. I already have the exhaust here, so I have enough welding wire. I do flux core. It's a pain for me to get gas out here, so for me to get argon gas, it's just a pain. So I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere out here. No, it doesn't look like it. So we're going to flux core weld. We're going to weld. Everything else, we clamp. And then I'll do a full video on that. I'll jack the car up. I'll do that when we have time to do it. Should be the next couple weeks. Like it's not going to be long. I want to be able to talk to you guys while we cruise the car. I want to be able to take the family out and all that. But for now, we're going to go double check around the car. Looks like there's no leaks. Everything sounded fine. Didn't sound like anything was blown. Didn't sound like anything was missing. Didn't sound like anything was crossfiring. So, any questions, ask them here, Facebook. I Instagram a little bit. And then I throw videos up on TikTok, even though I'm not a big fan of TikTok for various reasons. I'm also not a fan of YouTube Shorts, but the world we live in now, so it is what it is, I guess. But till then, keep it up.